Who is Lisa Jenkins, the woman behind the Empire Kingdom Builders?
I am a mom of 8. I'm a wife of George Jenkins for the past 21 years or so. I'm a grandmother to 4 beautiful children, and I am just a woman that loves the Lord. And I spent the rest of my life that I've been able to accomplish serving Him and serving those that He sent my way in my organization and also in the community as well.
What is the overarching mission of your brand?
So I started Kingdom Builders, founded it 10 years ago this next month. And I am who I am. I'm a thriver of domestic violence. I got out of that situation over 20 years ago, and I've just spent the rest of that time building up, getting myself healed from it, as well as just being able to have an opportunity where I can support others who have been going down the same journey that one time I went down. And so I've done that strategically in making sure that we focus on working with those youth who have been in homes that have been filled with violence in the homes, and they're just kind of just lost their, don't know where they want to go. And so we provide an opportunity for them to be the person that God has created them to be, but do it in a safe space so they can start dreaming beyond that current state. And for those who are in the coming out of domestic violence or sexual assault, human trafficking, we provide them an opportunity to be able to get the support they need so that they can then start their journey of healing and then ultimately become thrivers as well. So that's kind of where our focus has always been these last 10 years and will continue.
When did you know that you were walking in your purpose as a domestic violence advocate?
I think once I left that situation it's been a long time, 1996, November, I never forget the day that my ex-husband tried to kill me. I was able to survive. And at that point, I knew that because God saved my life that moment, that I would spend the rest of my life doing His will and helping others. And that's where I knew that's where it started. I was able to get out of it, and I'm alive to be able to do that.
What are your top 3 tips that you give to women wanting help, but are afraid to take the first step?
I often tell people, my grandmother used to always say, you have to be tired of being sick and tired. When you're in a situation where you are in a home that's filled with any type of violence, it's going to take some time to get out. But for one, you have to know that what you're experiencing is not okay, and just know that you're more than enough to not be able to be in that situation. You have to recognize that it's wrong, it's not okay, and that I'm worthy enough. And then coming up with a plan of how you're going to do it. More often than none, those who are in those situations have been provided an opportunity where they don't have an exit plan or how I'm going to be able to get out. So having a plan, if they can't get a plan in place, there's a lot of organizations that are in every community now that has a domestic violence, either a shelter or organization, just reaching out and saying, I want to get help with creating a safety plan. Once you create that plan, then it's time to execute. So those are kind of my three tips on those who are in that situation and they really want to get out but don't know how to start.
What keeps you going as an entrepreneur?
Just seeing the lives that we have been able to change. That's what keeps me going, knowing that my purpose that I have on this earth is to help others in that situation and being able to do it. That's what keeps me going. And then, of course, my support system is my husband and my children and my grands, and also my sisters and my mom. Those are the three, all the core group that keep me going each day and knowing that I can still do this because it's a hard job. Building up an organization from scratch, and now it's 10 years in, and we have really done a lot of great things, but just knowing that I'm helping every day is what keeps me going each day, and also my family support.
How can supporters donate to help?
There's a lot of ways. We have a website that's very active, and you can get information on how to help, and etc. So that one would be www.kbflc.org. They can go on there. We have a link to be able to a support link on there. We also can go into our social media and find out more information, but directly going to our website is going to give them all the information they would need in order to support and also to be able to be a part of and to get resources.
How can we find you on the web or social media?
Okay, several ways. I gave you my website, www.kbflc.org. We're also on Instagram, which is KBFLC. And then on Facebook is KBFLC, the number 2. All of those ways are ways that you can find us on social media. And I am soon to launch my website. That will be something coming out. It's there, but we just need to continue to develop that. You can follow me on IamLisaJenkins.com. It's also a place that you can find me personally in order to get more information about speaking engagements and how I can support you as well on that journey.